going on, folks? It's your boy Sean the Don Donnelly with another F-Mob review. Today I'll be reviewing a game that came out a couple months ago. It's called Unmemory. Unmemory was developed by a company called Patrones y Escondites. It's a noir thriller set in the 1990s, and it tells the story of an anterograde amnesiac who is tracking down the person who murdered his girlfriend. Now, if you're asking yourself, what's an anterograde amnesiac? It's just a guy that can't make new memories. It's like the lead actor guy in the movie Memento. So the game's story is broken down across several chapters, and each chapter is thematically dedicated to a different memory trigger, like sight or sound. Right off the bat, I think it's worth mentioning that one of the major facets I need to give the dev team kudos on is the grunge era aesthetic that's depicted through the game. They use photography, fashion, old school technology. So if you're big into that retro kind of look and feel, you're definitely going to be right at home with this title. I would recommend it to any gamer, but if puzzles and mystery games are your jam, I think this title's going to be right up your alley. It's super dope. I'll break down the gameplay for you, and I'll keep it short and sweet. I don't want to spoil anything for you. If you're into shit like this, I really want you to dig into it for yourself. So, you read each chapter of the game, you read it like a book, right? And as you scroll down, different pieces of evidence and these little interactive objects are presented to you. So you solve these different minor and moderate difficult puzzles, and they help you to solve the final there's a big challenging puzzle at the end of every chapter. And that's how you progress through. So, I can't quantify the variety of puzzles in this game. I feel like they thought of everything, and they throw, everything in the kitchen sink at you. It's just, whatever kind of puzzle you can think of is in there. It's pretty cool. As I said before, every chapter follows a theme, so you're never caught in a situation where you feel like you're just solving tougher and tougher puzzles as you go on. It's every chapter they switch it up. It's something brand new. Really keeps you on your toes. The clues and puzzles, they're presented to you in such a way. It really tests the limits of your problem solving capabilities, I think. Personally, I couldn't finish all the puzzles without a little bit of help. I got pretty far, but some stuff I had to kind of just, look up. But if you're a puzzle solving nut, if you're up for the challenge, it's pretty cool. It's worth getting into. The game's mechanics are interesting. They have a way of introducing and reintroducing information in the game. They do it in a way where you really dive into the protagonist's, the plight of his memory loss. So, they'll introduce something, early in the game, then there's a callback to it later, and you yourself are like, oh, is that? Yeah, I feel like I remember that. It's very interesting how they do it. It's hard to explain, but yeah, you feel like you feel like you yourself are just, you're losing memory as you're playing. You're like, wait, is that it? Is that? Yeah. So it's hard to explain. Super dope though. One more thing I want to mention is the soundtrack. I think the game is sonically superb. There's music throughout that's pretty cool. It's an original soundtrack too. I'm actually mad that I can't find the soundtrack anywhere. It's not on YouTube. I haven't checked iTunes yet. You can't find it though. But there's a couple pretty cool tracks on it. I'm actually probably gonna go back at some point and just record it myself. So, you know what I mean? If you're into easy listening, just smooth tunes, that side of a game will definitely be up your alley as well. In conclusion, I think the game, it's a really solid title by they're a relatively new studio. I've never heard of Patrones y Escondites. That's the company. Their premiere title, though, Unmemory, is awesome. They did not soft shoot us at all. They really put the effort in. Look, it's $10 on the Steam store. You know, you get a lot of value for what you're putting in. You really can't beat it. And look, you guys know me. I pretty much pirate every game I play. And I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's worth the money. You could probably, as far as playtime, you can probably jam it out in a day or two if you really want to. But if you want to put in an hour or two a day, it'll probably last you a week, maybe a couple weeks, depending on what your schedule's like. So, if you take into consideration that it's an indie title and it's not a AAA game, in that category, I would give this game an 8 out of 10. I really liked it. It's not even, I'm more of a MOBA guy, a Battle Royale type of guy. It's not even in my wheelhouse, but I still enjoyed it. So, I recommend it. If you guys want to give it a shot, let me know what you think. And, we could chit-chat about it. So, this is the Don. This has been another F-Mine review. And take care of yourselves, folks.